Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Edna Keep here. Welcome to Free Coaching Friday. And so if you have any questions at all today, please type them into the chat box and I'll answer them for you. First of all, happy anniversary to me. It's Warren and I's 16th anniversary today. Yes, we got married between Christmas and New Year's. We thought it was an absolute perfect time. And we still feel that way. Very seldom do we go out on New Year's Eve anymore. We usually make it on the 30th when there's less of a crowd or anything like that. So if you see Warren around, tell him to. He'll be happy you remembered. And a big shout out to Kathy for remembering our anniversary. I think it was before 7 o'clock this morning. I got something on Facebook that said happy anniversary. So she's so wonderful. What we want to talk about today is what we're going to focus on in 2017. So we got a lot of really great stuff coming up. We've got on January 11th, for people that are in the program, we are going to do a half-day planning and strategy session. And that's going to be a big thing because that's going to help you really map out your whole year. And I'm going to be working on it with you. So it's going to show you how we've set our goals in each year and what we do to make sure that we hit them. So I hope that you get value out of that and that you enjoy it. And then plan for about 3 hours. I think it's going to be from 9 till noon. It will be recorded, so if you can't make it live, you can still work on it. You'll get a workbook with that too, so that you'll be able to follow along and get all your stuff done. So that's January 11th, and then we're going to be doing a full mindset course this spring. I'm going to be building it as we're going through it, because I want to focus it on what you guys, the people that follow me, what you guys need. And you're my beta test group. That's why you get to help me build it, and that's also why it's free. Because next year that course will sell for probably $19.97. That's going to be a mindset course, and it's all about building your mindset so that you can do what you want to do with your life. And mindset is an ongoing something that you should train yourself ongoingly, because there's always different levels. We're always shooting for different levels in our lives. That's just a natural progression for us. So you'll work on your mindset to get to this level. And then when you've been at that level for a little while, you work on your mindset to get to this level. And mindset is 90% of your success. So if you can, believe you can, it is going to be so much easier for you than if you always keep telling yourself, I can't. So we're going to work on that. That's going to be a 12-week course. It'll be homework every single day, or not every single day, every week. And stuff that you can build on to make your maybe the best year of your life, 2017. I know that's what we're shooting for. Some of the things that we're working on in 2017 is I'm actually training some coaches, people that are in my mastermind now, that are going to be helping me coach students as they come on, because I also believe very strongly that you sign up for a program and you work at it, you have really good intentions when you start, and life gets in the way. And a coach can be there to help you get past that. If you have a booked appointment with somebody, you're not going to miss it. It's all about you. It's all about what you need to move forward. And, there's some advice in there. There's some knowledge in there. But, and definitely the big thing is accountability. You want to be accountable to yourself. You want to be accountable to your coach, to your team, and make this the best year ever. So that's all coming on board. We had our first training session just before our Christmas party in December, and we're having our second training session just before our first mastermind of the year, which is January 14th and 15th. So we'll be expecting more and more great things. The other thing that we are going to do this year is with students, John and Corny Cron, we're going to finalize that life lease building that we've been working on all year. I finally got my financial statements. I've been the holdup this time, and we got them over to the mortgage broker that we're working with. So that should, I think, as soon as holidays end, they'll get a chance to look at all that, and that should be for going forward. And that's going to be a really big thing for John and Corny. They're very, very excited about that. Another thing we're working on is we're working with one of our students on a $9 million deal throughout Saskatchewan that we're just coaching so far, but there might be some opportunities there, and I'll keep you guys posted because we'll be looking for investors for that and team members. So you never know what that's going to bring you. What else we're working on in 2017? We have a couple buildings that we're selling actually this year because we're upgrading to a brand new building that's just being built right now in Kensington area in Calgary. And we're very excited about that because we've always wanted to have office buildings or shopping mall. And this is an office building. It's 3/4 leased already because it's a really popular area in Calgary. And we're very excited about doing that. So we've got almost like a trade going on with the builder there. And he wants a couple apartment buildings and we want an office building. So we're going to be moving over into that sector. So we'll keep you posted on how that works for us. Another thing that we're doing, and this is brand new actually, because Warren and I, when we were traveling up to Middle Lake, we were listening to a webinar. It was 11 o'clock in the morning. We'd just left our house. We put this webinar on. We listened to it for an hour, and we actually signed up for another course. So you guys are going to learn about this year too. And this course is teaching us how to buy businesses with none of our own money. And it is so exciting. Like I'm only through, because we listened to it all the way to Middle Lake. We bought it and we started listening to it right away. We didn't listen to it in Middle Lake because we were visiting, but on the way to Calgary, which is where we are today, different mode behind me. I'm staying at my brother's house and brother and sister-in-law. And they're big into rodeo, so they've got some professional rodeo people in their family. We're so proud of them, you know. My niece, and I didn't even know this till just last night, she just got a scholarship to Texas University for rodeo stuff. I didn't even know there was such a thing. Isn't that amazing? And so we got to watch a couple videos of her goat tying, and it was so fun to just watch that. Like she's just fast, and that horse is fast, and she's fast, and she is kicking butt in Texas, people. She's so good at what she does. She's kicking butt in Texas, first place in some of the competitions that they've been having down there. So very proud of them. But yeah, they're very rodeo focused and always have been, their whole family. So it's pretty exciting. My nephew Rocky, he was a professional rope. I can't even remember what it's called, roper healer, but where they rope the calf. One partner ropes the calf's head and the other partner ropes the calf's heels, and that was always exciting to watch. And they made all kinds of money, and that's their lifestyle. They just love it. So and we're really happy to be here. We're having a lot of fun visiting them. Anyway, what else? So anyway, as we're studying this business stuff, so what we're learning is there are many large and to us large businesses out there that are selling off subsidiaries where they'll practically give it to you because they want to keep the employees working. They don't want to get a bad name for like laying off a whole bunch of employees. So, but they're not focusing on that area anymore. They're maybe moving into other areas, but that's still a good viable business. So they want people who will just come in and buy it and keep everybody on staff and run it and have a successful business. So these businesses are selling for between $5 and $10 million, and they teach us ways to talk to the vendors, because like a vendor take back, right? And of course we're just barely learning it, so we'll keep you posted. But that's going to be a big thing for us. So one of our goals after listening to Module 1 is that we are going to buy a $5 million business, and that $5 million business will net us about $500,000 a year after all expenses, after all loan payments and stuff like that. So it's going to be very viable. We're very excited about that, and we're going to get one done in 2017. It's the course is an 18-week course, but I'll keep you posted as we keep learning. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick look here because I see I've got quite a few people that's been joining me. So good morning, Amanda. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Good morning, Guadam. Good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Ashley. Hey, your little girl looks so cute on her snowboard the other day. That was priceless. Good morning, Carm. Good morning, Tyler. Good morning, Connie, my cousin Connie from, is it Fort St. John, Fort Saskatchewan, one of those two places. Good morning, Chandel. And good morning, Wendy. And Chandel says, very cool. What type of business? You know what? We don't know yet. We haven't got that far. We went through the first videos yesterday. I think it was like 6 or 8 videos. And we, of course, we were in the vehicle, so I couldn't print anything off. But our first assignment is to start building what our dream business would be. We take our skills, what we've been able to do so far in our lives. So our skills and our goals and dreams and the things that we want to do, things that would fit in with what we already love to do, or it might be an entirely new business. The beauty of it is that we don't have to manage it. When you buy it, you buy your management team in place. That's the other thing. You can decide as a person what role you want to play. You might be somebody who wants to spend 2 or 3 hours a month on that business, or you might be somebody who wants to work in that business. You get to pick. And so I think we're going to pick something that we work very little in it. I mean, we've got the management skills, we've got history, we've ran successful businesses already. And that's one of the things the sellers are looking for is that you're going to be a good, what did they call it? I can't remember the terminology. But basically a good steward of their business. They want to keep those, sometimes it's people that are burnt out and ready to go, or sickness in the family and they got to do something different and they just don't want to deal with the business anymore. So there's many kinds. So it'll be interesting because you know what? Right now we don't even know. We just know it's going to happen. So watch us. And then, of course, we're going to share that with you guys because I just think it's so exciting. If we can buy a $5 million revenue generating business with full management in place and still make $500,000 a year, I just think that's so wonderful. And if I can learn that, you can learn it too. And I'll share our knowledge with you. So will be very, very interesting. And we just set that goal yesterday. So it's not even written down because we didn't have any paper in the vehicle either. We were just watching it on the phone. We bought a little speaker so that we could hear it better through the phone. And yeah, it was really, really, really good. So we'll keep you guys all posted in that. Just a reminder for anybody who's in the mastermind, it's coming up very quickly, January 14th and 15th. I want you to have your presentations fine-tuned because you're going to be presenting to the audience, every single one of you. So get working on that. Make it as fine-tuned and as good as it can possibly be. Amanda says, so exciting. Can't wait to hear your progress. Well, I will be sharing it with you because I think it's exciting too. And Chandel says, our favorite thing about road trips. I'm not sure what you mean about that. That could be something a person builds a business around too. It's so hard to say. Okay, so I don't see any questions here yet. Does anyone have any questions for me? No. Okay, well, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to just check what time it is. 10:16. Okay. Okay, so those are some of our goals for 2017. And they're pretty big goals. They'll keep us busy. I'm going to be expanding. The coaching business. I'm bringing on some really great, actually, people that are in my mastermind right now. I'm so excited to share because they've got a lot of knowledge. Some of them have been 3 years with us now, just about 3 years. It'll be 3 years in May that I started, and some people have been in that. Guadam says, is this presentation only for members? And I think you mean the business one. I might share some of it on Facebook on Free Coaching Fridays too. But the people in the groups will get the biggest part of it. That's part of the things I love, sharing what I've learned in the masterminds and with the people that I'm talking to, because that's the value I add to the world. So if you want to get a lot out of it, join up. And if you want to get a little out of it, I'll share a little on here with you. Keep you interested. And what's my next question? Hey, Robert, how are you? Hi, Misty. Nice to see you on here, Robert. When does the next 90-day course start? The next 90-day course starts on January 10th, and it's going to be 8 p.m. CST, and it runs about an hour to an hour and a half each evening, and then not each evening, once a week, and it's every Tuesday night. And the sale for that course is over tomorrow. And I'm not doing a Facebook Live tomorrow. We are actually heading out like 7 o'clock tomorrow morning to go skiing on Sunshine Mountain here in Alberta. And so we're going to be, I think, leaving the house at 7 o'clock in the morning. We plan on being on the hill by 10. So get in there, get it now. Like I said before, we sold that course for $5,000 last year. And in the month of December only, we're selling it for $12.95, $12.75. Let me know, Amanda, you know the exact numbers. And you get a lot of bonuses with that. The bonuses that you're going to get with that is you're going to get that strategy and planning day, which is like a 3-hour half day where you're just going to work on your goals. And you're going to get the 12-week mindset course, again, because you're my beta group. It gets free this time. And you're going to help me build it. And you get, on top of that, you get a free coaching call with me in the middle of the course, because I really want to know that you're getting what you're supposed to be getting out of the course. And I want to help you because I want success stories out of this course, because I'm writing a book next year and I want you to be in it. And, we're getting really good at marketing, so we'll get this book out a lot. You'll be in front of a lot of people, and that's just going to give you some extra exposure. One of the things that I'm working on in my mastermind group this year, which they don't even know yet, but I'm going to encourage every one of my mastermind students to write a book this year. And we're going to talk about that in January, because I think that again is a really nice way to get you exposure. I was told, I wrote my first book 3 years ago about, and I was told that it's like the best business card you can ever have, besides your website. So that's going to be something they learn and get started on in the mastermind. The course, again, it starts January 10th. Doors close tomorrow at midnight for the people joining up. And to keep in mind that you've got lifetime access to this course. So even if you just sign up now in December, you don't have to start in January. I will have another start date in April. The price won't be the same. I can guarantee you that. Not sure if the bonuses will either. It just depends on how much time we have and all that kind of stuff. So the other bonus that comes with this course is a 4-week course, complimentary of our marketing team, teaching you what you need to know, what you need to do to get out there in front of people so that you're attracting investors and attracting your power team. You want people coming to you as much as you possibly can. It's for the first while, it is a building business. So you're going to be doing a lot of, getting yourself in front of people. But eventually people start coming to you, and people don't think that that's possible, but it's absolutely possible. Chandel says you can go to www.90daysto5k.ca to read all about the modules that are covered in the 90-day program. We've had a lot of success stories out of there already, and people are loving it. They're getting lots of good value out of it, learning a ton of stuff that they didn't know before, and just really enjoying it. So get on there, read about it, and what else was there? Something else. Oh, I know. I have another big announcement today, which is so exciting because I just got to see it yesterday. Jason and Chandel have built me a new website. So we are moving over from our platform, Multiple Ways to Wealth, to just ednakeep.com. When people are searching for me, we're finding Multiple Ways to Wealth is a hard thing to remember. So we're changing platforms now. It's just going to be www.ednakeep.com. And again, that's a good place for you're going to get lots of free value. And of course, if you decide to join the programs, there's even more. So I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you. I think I had 3 phone calls yesterday as we were traveling and with people that are joining up today or tomorrow. And we've had a few people join up the last few days, so it's kind of exciting to be watching that. So get your course purchased today or tomorrow so that you're in on it. And I really look forward to working with you and having you be my next success story. So it would be so exciting for me to have you have a duplex or 4plex or maybe even a 12 unit, who knows, under contract before your 90 days are up. That's my goal for you. So we're going to be pushing you hard. You're going to have your accountability partner. That's another thing that we added in this year that wasn't in there last year. Accountability partners for those that want them, who want to get forced a little bit more to stay on track and to be working on their business each and every single day. Hey, good morning, Ty. Hey, are you still thinking of moving to Saskatchewan or Canada? We'd love to have you. Let me know if I can help you find anything. Good morning, Corny. Yeah, and Amanda says, yay, www.ednakeep.com. So keep that in mind when you're searching for us. And Courtney says, good morning, love the daily interaction, keeps us connected. Well, I'm actually really enjoying it too. And I was getting teased by my brother. He says, you know what a lifestyle. He says, you can go wherever. As long as your phone's with you and your computer's with you, you can work wherever. And I go, yeah, and it's just so powerful. I visited with my brother and sister-in-law till 10 or 11 last night, and up and have coffee with them this morning and get to do my Facebook Live, connect with all my people. And then we're going shopping this afternoon at the Cross Mills, is that what it's called? Mall. And we're excited about that. It's really huge, big mall. And then tomorrow we're off to Sunshine Village to ski all day. So that'll be really exciting. And then I think on our way home, we're actually going to try to stop at Drumheller. We have not seen all the dinosaur bones and everything yet. We haven't been through that tour. We were trying to do it on the way up, but we just ran out of time. So that's something we're going to try to do tomorrow. Guadam says, Adnan, I have great deals, including vendor takebacks. Can I post these on the Facebook page? Yes, you can, Guadam. That would be totally fine if you've got vendor takebacks in there. People love vendor takebacks. They're a great way to buy real estate with none of your own money. So yeah, appreciate that. Actually, it's awesome. So any questions from anybody at all before I finish up? I think I'm at just about at my half hour. Chandel, is there anything I missed today? I think I talked about my whole course. I talked about the bonuses that you're going to get, and that the next course starts on January 10th, lifetime membership, and I am constantly upgrading the course because as I learn things, I add it in. Who knows? Next time I might add in a whole module about buying businesses, because once you learn how to raise capital or find capital, you don't even always have to raise it. If you can find a way to buy a business for free that's going to pay you $500,000 a year, would you be interested? Give me some thumbs up and some hearts if something like that would interest you, because I know it sure interests me. Because this fellow that we're following, he told us he used to do this as a job. And then he realized how much money he was making his company, and he decided to do it on his own. And so he owns 17 businesses right now. And some of them, he says, one is in Australia, where his son is going to school. So he gets to write off all his trips whenever he goes to Australia, because that's when he stops in and sees that business. And he only goes there once a year. Now, I can't remember what he said he's making on those businesses, but I think his minimum target is $500,000 a year. So he's going to show us how to buy those businesses, and I'm going to share that with you. Okay, what else do we got? Chandel says, regarding the huge deal that's in Saskatoon, the one under protection, would you bother looking at that one and trying to make an offer? You know what? I would stay in contact with your contact there, Chandel, because right now they're in consumer protection because they're trying to restructure so that they can make things work, which is wise. That's what you should do first. That doesn't mean they'll be able to. So stay in touch with your people, because yeah, I'd love to see you guys be part of that. And you know what? Again, it might be something where they'll piece it off too. Maybe they'll sell a couple just to get themselves some cash flow so that they can start rebuilding. I've heard that they've done a lot of things wrong, so it'd be pretty easy to get in there and fix things up. They were kicking out seniors and like perfect tenants to do renovations, and that sounds to me like not that great a management. So yes, definitely stay in touch with them and try to make an offer. Try to get some, maybe try to help them. Talk to them about, maybe part of your restructuring plan should be selling off a few of your better ones to get some cash so that you can keep doing what you need to do. Because Saskatoon's not going to stay in that position forever. They're going to come back, and wouldn't it be awesome to get a really good building at a really good bargain? And they might even be willing for some vendor takebacks so that they can just get it off their hands. Like maybe vendor takebacks, maybe on some of the ones that aren't performing. Probably their best performers, they would sell for cash so that they can then start paying their creditors off. And Drew says we need to talk about just that, Edna. There are many businesses in my area that are for sale and will be for sale in the coming years. Absolutely, Drew. That's what, and they've already showed us in Module 1 how to start searching for those businesses, because they've told us that a lot of those businesses are not even for sale, but showed us how we approach these people, and as being someone who would be willing to take over. And a lot of times that's all they want, is somebody just willing to take over, protect their employees. Their families probably not interested in taking over, or maybe aren't capable, so stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited to share that with you guys. And in the mastermind, of course, you're going to learn more about it, because by then we will hopefully be done, because although it's an 18-week course, we've got full access to it. And we have 6 months mentorship to go with it. That's because I always believe in the mentorship that goes with it, because you can learn. But this guy's already, like the minute we signed up, he had us send a bio, go through the 16 personalities, which I'd suggest all of you guys do that. www.16personalities.com, free to do it. And it really gives you a good understanding of what kind of personality you have. And he wanted that from us, so he knows how to work with us. And I haven't sent it yet. But that, and our bio already he's asked for us. And then as we do the homework, so part of the homework is first of all, for us to describe what would be an ideal business for us. Then we upload from there, and he's constantly giving us feedback the same way that I do in the 90-day to 5K course. And like I said, I learned from these people. I know what I like about one-on-one feedback, because then you know if you're on track. And he can maybe help us focus on a business that, like I said, we don't know what kind of business we want. So he can maybe point out our strengths and help us. And who knows, maybe even has one to sell us. Wouldn't that be cool for none of our own money? So, good morning, Tyler. How are you? Good morning again, Audrey. I've done that one too. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I've done that one too. But yeah, we will definitely be in a good place. Oh, the 16 personalities. Okay, yeah, it's a good one to take. Stay tuned, because we're going to talk about that. Like I said, I don't know if we'll have all 18 weeks done before our course, but we will at least have 6 weeks done. Absolutely, because I give myself time to do that kind of stuff, and we're still off till January 4th, I think January 5th is the day we have to be back for girls to be back in school. So who knows where else our travels will take us in this little while. And Amanda says, we'll post that on your new Facebook coaching page today. Perfect. So yeah, do that and then share with me your letters, because it's, I did mine yesterday, but I can't remember the letter. EJ and I don't know, NS, but I'll share it with you once I get mine. Once I look it up, I'll share mine with you too. I'm going to get Warren to do his today too, so that he has it as well. I think that's it. Is there any more questions? Because I'm going to sign off. And Chandel says, could even be an entrepreneur who just wants to move on and start something new. Absolutely. Because one of the things that he does with us too is a wealth building plan. So he says he's got a 5-year plan. You buy it for this, and he shows you how you can get a cash injection up front, just like an acquisition fee with our real estate. So you get cash up front as soon as you buy a business. Then you get so much a year, 250, 500,000 you pick based on the business that you want to get in. Then he shows you how to grow that business so that you can sell it for $5 million or more in 4 or 5 years. And again, that's part of your wealth building plan. So we'll get them, and there's ways to share that with a lot of people. Can you imagine how many lives we can affect if we can start helping people buy businesses with none of their own money on top of real estate? Warren says every business we buy is going to have to own their real estate, and we went absolutely, because that makes sense to us. Edna, will people in the group be open to joint venture partnership if a great deal is brought? I'm not sure, Guadam. You'd have to post it and then build a relationship with those people. That's going to be your way of doing it. We have, when I go through the 90-day course, there is certain ways that I expect to get presented to, and I teach my people how to present, because if a deal's not presented properly, they're going to say no. A confused mind says no. So if you don't have any luck getting people for your joint venture partnership, I would say take my course, because you're going to learn how. I get so many deals across my desk that I can't even understand. There's not enough information there, or they send me 25 pages of information, which I won't even read. I want a 2-3 page document that's got everything I need to know on there. From there, I'll ask more questions. So like I said, yeah, go ahead, post it. Some people will be open to it. I'm thinking, as long as you can explain it properly, but I can't guarantee it. So, here's another question. So Tyler, what's the average closing cost on a 4-plex in Saskatchewan? I'm looking at one in my area, and I'm just doing my first ever analysis on the property. These numbers I'm not familiar with. And you know what, Tyler, that is a very good question. But instead of doing that for you, I'm going to suggest to you that you make a call to that team player, your lawyer, and they're going to give you, there's a formula that they use for, it's called title transfer. There's a certain cost for title transfer per the value of the building. And then there's certain costs for just the legal fees and stuff like that. So I'm going to suggest to you that you call that team member and get that information, because that builds your team, and that gives you firsthand knowledge of each and every one. Because you know what, off the top of my head, I don't even know. I'd have to go back, because the title transfer is the biggest one, because that is entirely based on the value of the building, and they give you a formula for that, and you'll learn it. Is that another good little homework assignment? Amanda says, oh, okay. She says go to HTTPS. Oh, I don't probably don't have to read that to you because it's posted on here. Tells you where to go to link for the personality test that we talked about today. And like I said, I'd love to hear your letters. It's like 4 letters, and I'll post mine as well as soon as I get to read it, and I'll post Warren's, and it kind of shows you how people work together and what your strengths and your weaknesses and tells you how to deal with them and stuff like that. Drew says a good lawyer will give you discounts on closing costs as your relationship grows with them. Absolutely. And if you don't have a lawyer yet in Regina, they also give discounts to my students just for working with them because they know that I've taught them well, that and they absolutely don't mind working with you. So if you do decide to go with my lawyer, ask me, I'll give you his name, and just tell him you're one of Edna's group, and he'll give you a discount too. Ashley says, really depends on the value of the building, what all you need for closing. Our legal fees on 2 fourplexes in Regina were quoted at $6,000, with them establishing a shareholder agreement for us as well. That's just legal though. Yes, that's just legal. The biggest cost, or maybe not the biggest, there's a few costs. There's title insurance, which we always buy. And then there's the transfer title, which I know it's formula based, but I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. So thank you, Ashley. And just so you know, Ashley, very, very smart realtor, and she's in our mastermind group. If you, need any help with that, she's a great person to connect with. And big kudos out to Ashley and Anthony right now because they're working on their first big deal in Regina for cash purchase from their investor. So isn't that cool? Ask them about that. It's very interesting. So have a good day, everyone. I think I smell breakfast downstairs being cooked, so I'm going to sign off. And then I'll be skiing tomorrow. So buy your course today or tomorrow at the latest. I look so forward to working with you and helping you take your business to the next level. It's so exciting. Ashley also says that's all legal, not including appraisals and inspections, if that's part of the closing as well. Yes, because you got to think about appraisals and inspections. Tyler says, thanks everyone for all your input. Now I know you're all a good resource and I'll be contacting you all. Welcome to my team. Perfect. You know what? That's exactly the people in this course. They could be your next joint venture partner. Don't forget that. Build a relationship with them. Be interested in what they post. Like their stuff. Follow them on Facebook. Follow them on LinkedIn. I know some of my students already are really putting out great value. Rob, he just joined my 90 Day to 5K program December 6th. Already did a video, very good, valuable video, and he'll get a lot of followers just from that. I think the day that I seen it, which was just earlier this week, I don't know, he had like 600 and some views on it. I can't remember. I actually clicked it or took a picture and sent it to him, but it was a lot. So you start doing videos like this too, and you'll start getting followers too. Absolutely. And yes, please share my video because there might be other people in your world who would appreciate you sharing this with them. It gives them a good idea what you're working on. And who knows, they could be your next joint venture partners as well. So have a good day, everyone. And I will talk to you Monday for our Mindset Master. I think that's what it's called, Mindset Master. Master Mindset. I can't remember, Chandel. Write it in there for me. At 10 a.m. CST, we'll be there. So everyone have a good day and we'll talk to you soon.